So this is the moment I find out whether it was a good buy or it needs an engine. No pressure then. Everybody, and welcome back. In the last episode of this channel, you saw my new purchase, new project car, and that is the cheapest Maserati Quattroporte that was in the UK. And it has a massive misfire. The engine management light's on. It doesn't run particularly well. And we think it might be the spark plugs, and they're an absolute nightmare to change because of where they are. And I got given the wrong spark plugs by the auto factors. So I'm off to take those back, pick up the correct set, and try again and really find out whether I've got a completely ruined engine or a simple fix. Well, that's distinctly better. They're actually the right ones, and €100 cheaper, give or take. So, as annoying as that is, that's the same lesson I should always remember. So I've wasted a bit of time, but I've saved myself €100, and I now have had a lovely little drive out into the French countryside in the sunshine. So, cannot complain too much, but I need to get on with finding out whether that misfire is these plugs or whether it's serious. Let's give this another try. And we know we've got the right bits. Can we solve that engine misfire, or is it simple or is it serious? And what are we saying? Let's just, yes, okay. This is number one, this is out. They are the same numbers, they are the same. I wonder how different the gap is, which we will check with some feeler gauges. This gets forgotten so much, we just assume they come with the right gap. The gap on this is this one, that's a feeler gauge. So I will, there we go. Yep, that is the correct plug gap. It was bright sunshine. This is horrible. Ah! Okay. It's very important I get this job done now, otherwise I can't get home because I've immobilised the only car I'm hearing that works, and it's pelting down rain. I suppose it adds an element of danger. Gently be moved. That's the best. Right. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Oh. Success. You can see everything that's had to come off. So, wiper arms, wiper motor, the entire scuttle panel, all of the drains, unbolt the brake reservoir, unbolt the ECU fuse box, but now you can, all right, well, almost, you can get to those spark plugs a bit easier. So I'm going to get those changed, and then, you know, pray. All 8 plugs are changed. A couple of them look bad. I haven't put anything else back together yet because all I want to do is work out if that solved the problem, or if it's still there, we're going to carry on looking at this part of the car with those parts exposed. There's no point in doing work to undo it. So this is the moment I find out whether it was a good buy or it needs an engine. No pressure then. I think we've done it. That is sounding beautiful and no misfire, and you can really listen to that now. Very, very, very different to before. Cannot explain how happy I am right now, but I've got to put it back together and take it for a drive because it could still have issues when it's trying to change the cam timing because you're putting some load on it or trying to go high up the revs. So let's get it back together and I can give it a try. That is back together. It sounds great. So the proof is in a test drive. So I put it all back together and that's the fun bit. Let's see. Doing alright so far. The engine light, management light just came back on and then went out again. Yep, there we go. Well, I'm driving around town and that engine management light keeps on coming back on. It's much better. But it still keeps on coming back and forwards. I hope this is not the cam variators, because that is that's just a ruined car, really. The cam variators in these engines are oil fed with the solenoids, which cuts out or changes the way the oil flows and just varies the variable valve timing, so you get advanced or retarded timing based on what's required, whether you need sort of high revs and power or low down torque, etc. Most petrol cars have variable valve timing these days, and it is usually what goes wrong. These just happen to be about a £6,000 job because no one wants to touch one, because they are the most complicated thing known to man. Well, they look the most complicated thing known to man, so most of it's labour. So hopefully, if it is the worst case scenario, I can put upgraded variators on it with new solenoids. I'll never have this problem again, and I'll still be quids in because I can do the labour myself. Still didn't want to. That is, if this doesn't rev extremely well on this straight. Woo! Jesus! Yeah, right, that goes. Oh my God, I love this thing. I love this thing already. Do you know what? It might still have a mild misfire that the computer's detecting. I can't feel it. Maybe that's just the knock sensor. The sensor which finds a misfire is now knackered because it's been detecting that really serious miss for so long. Maybe the cam variators are on their way out and they will need changing. We'll find out after an oil change as they're oil pressure fed. But right now, it is running sweet It is flying up the road and accelerating well, and I couldn't be happier. Now I've just got to get through its safety test for the French government. So I have to do that. Wish me luck for that one. See you next time.